Hey guys, I'm Stella Key. I'm a vocalist, producer, and DJ. So in this video, we're gonna continue where we left off. So we're gonna talk about tuning vocals using Melodyne and Autotune. So as you know, the release-ready songs that you hear on the radio or on big Spotify playlists sound almost pitch perfect, right? So the way we get that is using Melodyne and Autotune and really working on tuning our vocals. Let's jump right into it.
But when the sun goes down, can we fall in love again?
So we have the vocals here, we have Melodyne. So we're gonna open Melodyne and basically we're kind of recording these vocals, these raw vocals into Melodyne. What you wanna make sure is that you don't have any plugins before Melodyne because everything you have on your vocals will be recorded into Melodyne. So if you have any reverb or anything, it's gonna be recorded into Melodyne. So make sure you don't have any plugins before Melodyne. So we have the main vocal, we have Melodyne, and we're gonna click transfer in Melodyne, and then we're gonna hit play. And as you can see, the vocal is kind of being recorded into Melodyne, and we're gonna be using that to pitch the vocals.
Don't want your tough love, baby, I don't play around.
So we're in the key of F sharp minor. We have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So we want to be very aware of where the notes are going to land. That's how you basically tune the vocals. Then just put it on solo. I have this part looped. Listen to this.
Let me down. Got caught off guard.
So what we're trying to do here is we're basically trying to put the notes to the right place. So we know the notes in F sharp minor. We have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And we're just gonna make sure that we put the notes into the right place. So for example, this note is like 12 cents lower than it should be. That's not terrible. We can just put it up. And then using this tool right here, we can cut the notes and make sure that it's even more in place. And pull that up a little bit, pull that down a little bit. We're just trying to get it as perfect as possible without making it sound too robotic. And Melodyne is great for that. So I'm gonna put that there. Do that. You can really spend as much time as you want to really go in and make it as perfect as possible. But as long as it sounds good and it sounds natural, I think that's what you kind of want to go for.
I got my hopes up.
That note can go up a little bit. We can even break that. Like I said, you can go in and break all these notes, but you don't have to do that. If you feel like it sounds good, because we're going to use a little bit of Autotune later as well, but the focus is mainly on Melodyne. So we're going to put that note there, and then we're going to do that, put that up. You also want to make sure that it's not perfect, as in this here, you don't want it to be on 0 cents. So you kind of want it to be either 6 up or 6 down, so it's not perfect. So that will make it sound more natural.
I got my hopes up just to let you let me down.
So that's going to be a B. So you can hear that note can sound a little better. So we're going to go in and split the note and make sure that it's as good as possible.
I got my hopes up just to let you let me down. Got caught off guard.
And so on and so on. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that all these notes are where they belong in the key of F sharp minor. And we can go in as much as we want, make it as perfect as we want. That's really up to you to listen and decide what sounds perfect, but also natural. That's the goal we're going for. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add a little bit of Autotune. I like combining Melodyne and Autotune just to get rid of like any imperfections that are left after Melodyne. But I'm generally going for a more natural approach when editing vocals. So let's listen to that Melodyne vocal, just the verse.
I got my hopes up just to let you let me down. Got caught off guard. Don't want your tough love. Baby, I don't play around. I fall too hard.
We're going to add a little bit of Autotune and see where we can get. So I like to use Autotune Pro from Antares. I'm going to put that there after the Melodyne. And the key of the song is F sharp minor. So we're going to make sure that it's the right key. And we're just gonna adjust that as needed. Let's listen to that.
I got my hopes up just to let you let me down. Got caught off guard, don't want your tough love. Baby, I don't play around, I fall too hard.
So listening to that, I think it sounds a little robotic. Like you can hear the autotune a little bit. I like to go for the more natural approach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this humanize up a little bit and then listen again.
I got my hopes up just to let you let me down.
Definitely better.
Caught off guard, don't want your tough love. Baby, I don't play around, I fall too hard.
I'm gonna use a little bit of flex tune as well.
Just to let you let me down. Got caught off guard, don't want your tough love. Baby, I don't play around, I fall too hard.
So this flex tune option is basically kind of to reverse the retune speed. So it kind of reverses the robotic effect, more natural, so to speak. And then the humanize as well makes it sound more human. So both functions really help you make the autotune sound more natural and less robotic. So using autotune, it really depends on the style and the genre you're going for. So if I turn this autotune all the way up just to show you the effect of autotune when it's like not natural and more robotic, this is how it sounds.
My hopes up just to let you let me down. Got caught off guard.
You clearly hear the notes jumping and you hear the autotune a lot in this case. That's actually what I personally like to avoid. I like the vocal to sound more natural, but depending on the style, like if you're making hip hop, trap, rap, those styles, it's more appropriate to have the more heavy autotune, but I like to make it sound more natural. So I go back with the retune speed. I use a little bit of flex tune. I use humanize. Those things to make it sound a little more natural and less auto-tuning. So in this video, we pitched the vocals using Melodyne and Autotune. Melodyne is a very commonly used plugin to pitch vocals. Almost every song you hear on the radio or on top Spotify playlists, it's all Melodyne and Autotune. Sometimes more natural, sometimes a little more robotic, depending on the genre. That's very important, what genre you're in, what style you're going for. But Melodyne and Autotune are the most common plugins to pitch vocals. This was Stella Key coming to you from 343 Labs. If you want to know more about us, you can check us out at 343labs.com. Hope you enjoyed the video.
But when the sun goes down, can we fall in love again?